There are so many different workout splits. Some people say rest long between your sets. Other people say don't rest long between your sets. You can do high reps with lower weight. You can do higher weight with lower reps. There are just so many different ways you can train. Where the hell are you supposed to start? And that's exactly what I'm going to do in this video. I know for you guys, especially if you're just starting out, all of this can be super overwhelming and confusing, which just puts you in an analysis paralysis mode, and that prevents you from taking action. So I'm going to try and just give you as much raw value as possible so you can make a decision and actually take some action. So let's get straight into this. So first things first, I just do want to clarify that some methods work better than others. There's no denying that. But in the greater scheme of things, especially if you're someone who's not looking to compete and become a pro level bodybuilder, those things are going to be such a small part of you getting results. The majority of work is just in you being consistent, training hard, and then eating a relatively good diet. So yes, there are better and worse ways to train, but at the end of the day, that's not something you should worry about if you're not even consistent in the gym yet. I have tried so many different workout strategies in my time. I've done basically every single split you can think of: push-pull legs, full body, bro split, whatever you can think of. I've tried high reps with low weight, low reps with a high weight. I've tried resting long between my sets, resting short periods of time between my sets, every single thing. And I can genuinely say I haven't seen massive differences in my results when I look at those different strategies. What I can say, however, is that some of those methods or strategies I enjoyed more, and simply because I found it more enjoyable, it was a lot easier for me to stay consistent and actually train hard. So for me personally, I've been a big fan of push-pull legs. I do a few different variations of it every few months. I change it up, but I like push-pull legs, and that's just been the way I trained for the past few years. I know other people like a bro split where they do an individual muscle group each day. Other people like doing a full body. It's all up to you. And at the end of the day, if you really enjoy one workout split more than the other one, even if it's not the best one scientifically, you're going to be more consistent with that workout split that you enjoy, and as a result you're going to make a lot more progress. Now I'm going to tell you something, and this may sound a bit weird to you, but I want you to kind of forget everything you've heard online about training with high reps and a lower weight, or training with a heavier weight and lower reps, and just decide what you prefer. Obviously you can't avoid training hard, being consistent, eating a good diet. But if you prefer doing lower reps with a heavier weight and following a bro split, just go with that. Because if you're going to try and find the perfect strategy for working out, you're going to take forever to get started. Because even though I've been training for 5 years, I still learn new things every single day, and I still switch up my workout program every now and then, try new things, see what works for me. And I can tell you guys, I will never stop experimenting with things. I started off with the messiest workout plan, but I got results because I enjoyed it, and therefore I stayed consistent and I actually trained my ass off. So there's really two things that I think you should do right now. Either pick one split and one strategy and just stick with that for the next 3, 4, 5 months, year, or even for the rest of your life if you want to do that. Or you can take 2 months and experiment with different strategies. So for 2 weeks in a row, you do a push-pull leg split. You train with lower volume, so lower reps, higher weight, and then after 2 weeks you try something else. You try a bro split with higher reps, lower weight, and then you see what works. Give yourself 2 to 3 months of playing around, experimenting. Obviously don't try something new every single day. Give yourself 2 to 3 weeks per strategy, and then after 2 to 3 months of experimenting with a few different strategies, you pick one that you like the most and that's most convenient for you and for your lifestyle, and then you just stick to that thing for the next 6 months to a year. Because yes, it is good to experiment with different things, try out new things every now and then, but you also don't want to change up your strategy and your workout plan every second day, because then you will struggle to make good progress. So as I said, this was going to be a very raw video. I wanted to give you some clarity in a lot of noise, because I know there's a lot of noise out there, and it kept me from taking action in the beginning because I had no clue where to start. This guy says this guy says that, and at the end of the day, in my 5 years of working out and trying so many different strategies, I can tell you guys, it's not like there's one magic strategy that's just going to get you the results, except for being consistent and training hard. even if your workout plan is weird or messy. If you stick to it consistently and you train hard, you're going to get results. So pick a few different strategies, try them out. Every 2 to 3 weeks you try something else, and then after 2 months you commit to one, or just pick one today, like push-pull legs, and then commit to that for the next 6 months, a year, 2 years. And I can guarantee you, if you train hard, if you're consistent, you're going to make progress, even if your strategy is weird or messy. So that's basically the video. I really hope that this could help you, even though it was very raw and just me speaking my mind to you guys. Let me know if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one.